Can you guys hear me now? Could you guys hear me now at all? I hope it works because it's showing that it's working on my screen. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know why that happens sometimes, man. You know, there's always those technical difficulties some days. My microphone's like on, has a light on. Now I see it popping up on my screen with the volume bar. I have to make a little checklist every morning to make sure everything's working. But yeah, back to the trading, right? Yeah, so there's two ways that what can happen right now, right? One, bounce off the 200 EMA, continue to the upside, or being pushed down, get off of our support level, and then continue our move. If anyone's trading the 1 minute charts in NQ and looking at the algo, you could have got a nice little alert on that. It kind of caught the flush right before it happened, right at 9:26 to give you the alert. It's pushed down completely. Yeah, there's always a big flush because that's when like the institutions are just putting all their orders in. They're trying to control the market direction for the day so that they can place all their other orders as well. That's why like right at the open or right before the open, you will see some momentum. Especially on the NQ, right? If you're looking at the NQ 1 minute charts, like for example right here, right? Boom. This is at 9:26, so you get the alert right at 9:27 after candle close. Hit it. But it's very risky to hold into the market open. At the market open, at that 1 minute or first couple minutes, this can go either direction. My audio is bad today. I don't know what's wrong with it because I didn't change any settings. Let me see. All my settings are still the same, so I don't know why the audio would be bad. Like the gains are too high. Okay. Maybe if I just talk slower, maybe like softer a little bit, maybe that would help. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know why there's a background noise. Let me see if I can do something about that. Yeah, right now though, we are just bouncing off of the 200 EMA at the moment. Yeah, I have a professional mic in front of me. Like, I have this big, giant mic. That's why I never had any problems before. But I think today, I don't know what happened because, like, even this, like initially, but they said there was no sound, and now, here, let me just. Yeah, I have the Yeti. I mean, I can rotate the gain. Let's see. Maybe now? What about now, guys? Is it much better now? Do you guys hear me better? I turned the gain really low right now, so I don't know if that helps. Yeah, I don't know. For the background noise here, just let me just check if something else is running to see if anything's happening. I'll be right back in like less than a minute. Yeah, so hopefully everything's working now. There's probably no background noise. Much better? Okay, perfect. Okay, that's good then. Yeah, but I don't know what happens with all this tech, man. Like every so and so in a couple weeks, like it just has issues, right? It'll just reset its settings, maybe due to an update or anything like that. We could see a nice play off of the 200 EMA and continue to the upside. I'm gonna try to wait for some confirmation on this. Because I don't want to get trapped by the high volume nodes right there, right? If I could see some momentum pick up and then say the delta reverse at the same time, then I could see potential for it to break through, make newer highs. But since I didn't get in right at the bounce off of the 200 EMA, because obviously I came in just a little late today, yeah, if I got in right for the bounce, then I could have easily got my 2 or 3 points. But since I didn't, first test is always the best test, and we'll go from there, right? We'll try to get some confirmation that there is a pull. This was just like a big pullback, essentially, and we'll try to see if we can catch that move to the upside. You can see the delta is getting weaker here. So let's see if delta can flip. Price is obviously trying to make that push back to the upside. Once we get multiple confirmations, we can get in. Maybe a potential algo alert this morning would be nice. Maybe it might come in the next candle or two if we continue this momentum, possibly. Just waiting for some confirmation, guys. I said my play for today, I am looking to get long. This looks like a clear bounce off of the 200 EMA. And once I get some confirmation, I will try to get long. And we still a couple minutes before we get any type of confirmation because I'm looking at the NQ as well. I want both of them to be in sync before I get in. I think ES at the moment is leading today, so I might just be focusing on that. But thank you all for the likes, by the way. I just saw that on the screen. Still some buffering. Guys, remember, this is the morning range. So we could try to go for a quick 2 points once it breaks out of either side. Good morning, Mustafa. Since it is trying to push, I'm gonna try to get short right here around 35, 36.50. Go for a quick 2 points if it can break out and just flush. Because we do have some room before the next support level. And NQ is pushing down as well, so that's a good sign. But yeah, going back to the stock stuff a little bit about swing trading. Yesterday I did get into the position on PING, and I took it off at take profit level 1 just because I wanted to be out of it. Gave me like a good 3.7% profit right at the morning. Right here, right? That little blue candle indicates that, hey, took a real order right there, right? Got in on this candle, sold right here, and a right a little above because I got filled by the market. But quick move. We're done with that. And then I was also looking into potentially swing trading the MES. Because we can just add like a extra couple hundred for us every week just from the MES because it has some nice swings. And it's like low risk. Again, low risk, low reward, but you're still adding, right? Especially if you can be profitable, right? And I know a lot of people when they're starting out, they start off with MES as well, so it's like might be a nice way for that, nice way to do that. Yeah, NQ is really pushing down, waiting for ES to follow through. Yeah, a good amount. It started flushing right at 9:26 this morning. Got some buyers stepping in at 35, 38. They're not trying to let the price go below that. I'm trying to catch that little breakout move right there. I did make it only to one contract this time just because we don't want to get stopped out by those reversals, because that's been happening in the past couple mornings. But once we break through the buyers, we should be doing well, because this again, it's just bouncing off that 200 EMA. That high volume node's picking up here. Let's see if that becomes a high volume node for the day. Yep, this just became the high volume node for the day at 35, 39. Our orders here, we'll let it be. Not to worry. Quick chat about the micros, right? On the ES. So in the algo, right? You're getting alerts on the 1 hour. This is the 1 hour chart, guys. MES 1 hour chart. You're getting nice moves every single time. And you can just buy and hold because you're not risking too much. You can just have one contract, 2 contracts, and it'll take a couple. Like, it won't take too long, right? Let's measure it out. Where's my ruler? Let's say you got in on this candle, right? 20, 30, 40 points. Yeah, you're gonna have 40 points in like 3 days. But this is one of those things where you're just swing trading it, you're just waiting it out just to get that extra little change. Or you can add contracts as you go to it. Still looking at this. We can see NQ really pushing down. I think ES will follow. It's just trying to break through those buyers. You guys can see it's like 35, 38, 25. Buyers are really staying still right there. They don't want price to fall below. They just disappeared. They moved their orders down to 38 now. NQ is pushing, guys. If you played the breakout, morning breakout at the NQ, you could have crushed it right now. Again, this was 1, 2, 3. Boom, broke out, just went straight through, right? You could have put, honestly, just if you're doing the morning breakout strategy in the NQ, we could have went from 360 all the way and just took it out of our support level, right? You could have 30 points on the NQ. NQ's pushing. We might finally get that push that we were looking for on the ES. Just got filled.
Stop filled.
Trying to see if we can just get that little push, that quick push. That's all I'm looking for. Yeah, and so you could do 2 micros and just swing trade it, man. Like you can make a good amount. Buyers are starting to get a little heavier. They really don't want to push. NQ is hitting that resistance point, so we might get trapped a little bit. Let's see. Looking for that quick push, guys. We're not trying to stay in for long trades. It's getting really jumpy right here. I'm not liking how jumpy it is, to be honest. I just try to get out a break even if possible. Is it really gonna try to go all the way up and kick us out? Or can we get some seller support? We're not getting that buyer pressure right now. Buyers are getting real strong. If we just went for that 1 point out of the breakout, we could have been done, but we wanted to go for the 2 points, which normally is very doable. Today, you can see how jumpy it is, man. Like, so much back and forth, back and forth. Like, it's just skipping. Don't take me out. Don't you dare. Let's see if we can get some seller support. NQ's slowly trying to push up in the 1 minutes. That might just be a minor pullback, right? A lot of volume right now. Don't hit my stop. Don't you dare. Where are my sellers today? We were having a nice push.
Stop filled.
We got stopped out. That's okay. I feel like it just might play me. Hit my stop and then it's gonna go completely down again. Yeah, hit my stop to the tick, and now it's pushing down. And this is why we went with one contract today, because for the past couple of days it's been annoying with that morning breakout. Yeah, we got caught by the same thing the other day as well. But yeah, guys, if you're like gonna swing trade the micros, I think you'll be good in good hands. Like we can take a look at that because then yes, they're just pushing up a little bit at this point. This is just the charts from like August 20th. You're swing trading them 1 to 2 contracts, make good money. Because if you think about it, like let's see, you enter at the top, right? Those are rules, and you don't even take the full move, right? So you went just for those 40 points. 40 times 5 because that's how many dollars you get per point. That's 200. And obviously you have 2 contracts times 2, 400. So you can just have like 1 or 2 contracts on the micros. Just swing trade those. Because the ES is known to make like good moves. It's just like you can't trade the regular ES swing trading unless you have a good amount of capital, just because you need to have higher drawdowns. But ever since micros came out, this might be more doable for a lot of people. Let's just think about like nice alerts. Buy, 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 buy. Telling you, man, the system works. Yeah, you can definitely do trailing stops. The only issue with that is sometimes you have those random candles that just pull back, right? So that's why you want to measure out like what the price is before you just do trailing. Because trailing, you can honestly just trail. Oh yeah, at the bottom of the previous candle, bottom of the previous candle, but then you might just get one of these little pullbacks and just get taken out immediately. That's the issue with trailing stops. That's why you don't see too many people using them. So that's why it's better to understand your support and resistance levels and like trailing your stops that way. Or you can use like the Hikinashi candles and then trail it like the previous 2 candles. You can have a stop because if the effort goes below the previous 2 Hikinashi candles, then you should just get out. In this case, you would have got out here, right here. I mean, yeah, man. Like, whenever I'm swing trading, I'm not in front of my computer. I have the alerts pop up. I take a quick glance on my phone at just how the chart's looking. I just make sure the overall trend is good on like the daily chart or something. And I enter my order, and then I'll come back the next day or two and then check how it's doing. I only sit in front of the computers for the ES. See, this is what pissed me off, guys. The breakout. It broke out completely. It hit the target too. Oh man. And that's the whole reason I built out the algo too. When I was swing trading or everything, it's just like it's so that people don't have to be glued to their screen. Like, because you can make money in trading without having to be glued to your screen. You don't have to stare at your charts 24/7 or be worried about what's happening. You can literally let it play out as long as your risk to reward is measured, which it is with the algo. It's pissed me off, guys. This is some annoying stuff right here. This is purely just bad luck at this point. I mean, what I could do is, you know what? I'll add the micros 1 hour alerts to the futures alerts. That way, you guys can get those as well. And I'll make sure it's labeled micros 1 hour charts for swing. I'll label it that way. When the alert comes, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you guys are trading micros, you can do that way. But yeah, if you guys want to look at set up your own alerts for other stuff, then yeah, you would need to get like the paid version of TradingView. But I think TradingView makes it really worth it, man. I've just got so accustomed to TradingView. It's like when I go to another platform, I'm just like, what is this? Oh man, that pissed me off. So the micros and minis aren't really different. It's just a matter of the price that it tells you, or it can be, the micros and minis can be like a point or two off. So that's why you might get a slightly different alert. That's why I just wanted to set it up that way. They put alerts for it. That way you know exactly which one it's for the micros and when it's for the ES. Because there is that little difference of 1 to 2 points sometimes. Harry, did I program the algo or have someone program for you? So I personally did not program it. So what I did was I had to hire a programmer to program it for me. I guess what I did was I programmed the initial part of it, but to finish it off, I had to get an expert at coding to finish it off. I did the initial stuff, and then I was explaining to him exactly what my process was and what my system was. So he just took the system that I used to do manually and then helped me complete it to an automatic system without having to do like the whole manual process. And the programming language he used, I believe, was PineScript. So for TradingView, you use PineScript, but then for other platforms, if you want to use Thinkorswim or other stuff, I think you need to learn different languages. But there's always people that can convert code. Because you have to understand, like any type of algo that anyone builds, it's like their own personal system and their edge, right? That they found in the markets, but now it's just converted into, like, it's automated, essentially. Not essentially, it is automated now. That's the best part about the 21st century, right? You can automate pretty much a good amount of things nowadays. Makes life a lot easier, and it makes you follow your rules more strictly, so you don't get like you don't question yourself. You take a little bit of the emotion out of it as well. You guys have been seeing me say that you could easily get 2 points off of the morning breakout. Could have got that 2 points here. It's just our stop got hit up here, which was the stupid part. And a nice pump up. Let's see. So I tried trail stops in the beginning. I realized that with little sporadic movements, like you'll get taken out. So it's like, unless you start the trailing like really far back and then do it that way, then it works out pretty well. But when you're initially doing it, I just think that for me, I just didn't really like it. Because you'll see, like, you know how you'll have like higher wick candles like this? Like, these candles will take you out unless you have like a defined stop loss, right? That's why a lot of people place their stops based on price and understanding where like high volume nodes are, as well as like good resistance points, because they don't want price to get up there. But I don't want to advise you on something that I don't use. So, like, I like manually controlling my stops. That's just me. Trail stops haven't really ever worked out well for me, so yeah. Oh, so you're just wondering what triggers the limit, right? So it's like whatever trail. So with trail stops, you just say it. So every time the ES moves like $1, your trail stop might move like 25 cents up or like a tick up, right? Or you can set it so that okay, every time the ES moves 5 points, I want my trail stop to move up 2 points. So it's every time that price gets like it moves above. Yeah, the trigger is all just about like how many points it moved up. Oh no, so if you have a take profit of 5, then it will close your position at 5. Trail stops, the whole point of it is so that you set it so every time the price moves up $1, your trail stops moves up with it. But if you have a take profit of 5, it will take you out at 5. Majority of trail stops, it's better if you're doing like long-term trading because then you can slowly, continuously move up. So if you're trading the daily charts, it works out pretty well because you have nice room. I think we exhausted the 200 EMA. I think we can finally make that move to the upside now. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. So what triggers the stop loss to move up is essentially the price, right? Your stop loss moves up a point or whatever you set it to. You can set it to whatever. So like I was saying before, say you're trading with stocks or ES, whatever, right? You can set it so every time the price moves $10, my stop loss moves up $3, right? So that's how you can set it up. Your stop loss is always determined by whatever amount that you set it up that you want price to move up. So on my charts right now, I do see the algo alert forming. It's not confirmed yet, so that's why I'm waiting for confirmation. Um, it can be a pretty big play today. I didn't know there was an indicator just for trailing stops. Um, I mean, yeah, if it works, why didn't use it? I would test it out and see how it works and then go for it. But meant to stop limit. Okay, I'll answer that in like a minute or so. I'm just watching this. I want to just watch the ES. I want to make sure I'm able to get my entry, not miss out on any good moves. So I'm just gonna get quiet for a little bit. You know what? Let's make this one contract. Just go for take profit level 2. So I think Endo, what you're talking about is just an auto break even, right? So whenever a price hits a certain point, so if your take profits at 5 and you can set it to say once it reaches 3 points on the ES, I want my break even or my stop loss just to move up to 1.25. So that's just called like an auto break even, and then you can set the limit for it. So if you go, for example, like on, you can have it like profit trigger and then break even offset if you want, or you have to turn auto break even on trade abate, right? Yeah, you can set it so that it can be positive and not just be break even. So yeah, that's a yeah. Send me a pick. I think that might be easier. I don't know what platform you're using, so it's like it's harder to tell.
Stop field.
Okay, guys, we got filled right now. I just took one contract because this is a bigger play. I am going for take profit level 2 on this one. I might consider taking it off at level 1 at 55, but this one's probably going to take a little while. Oh yeah, if you're using TradeAway, you should see the same platform. So yeah, just send me a pic and I'll look at it. But I think I can show you right now, and honestly, if I just click on my bracket settings, right, all you have to do for your stop to be plus, right, press auto break even on, set profit trigger to 3 points or 2 point, whatever it is that you're doing, and then your break even offset is the amount that you want to change. If you want 1.25 here, that's what you want to put right here, 1.25. Sorry, I'll go back to it. I just saw this pushing up, so I wanted to watch that. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just send me a message. So I'll be able to help you there. Hey, 10:30. Did we get any alerts on any stocks yet? But right now, the move I got into was because of the algo. We got the alert. Got in one tick higher per our rules. Take profit level 1, guys, is at 35.55. Take profit level 2 is 35.62. I'm gonna try to go for 35.62 today. We can try to push till 69, but that might be a longer trade. We're not getting that quick pump up, right? If we broke through level 1 in the next 5 minutes, then we might have potential for 69 pretty quickly within the hour. But even this level 2 today, it's a big move. That's why I only did one contract for risk to reward ratios, but I'm going for 14 points. 13.75 to be exact, because I get in one tick higher. And then once it hits level 1, that's when I'll think about trailing my stop. Moving it up slowly, but till then I'm gonna let it wait. Nice, Harry. That's a good move. I'm happy you were able to catch that. I'm assuming you got in like down here, possibly, right? On the 40s. Nice, man. Yeah, I think that 40.25 might have been exactly right above that 200 EMA. 40.25 right here. Yeah. Getting a little weak here, but I think we have to stick it out. And Q is getting a little weak too. I can get some support right here. Let's see. This might be the start of some consolidation. So in the Discord, the alerts are set for the 5 minutes as well as the 1 hour, but it'll tell you the 1 hour when it is. But all the other alerts that you see continuously happening for the futures, right, are all in the 5 minute time frame. I didn't set up the 1 minute because I feel like this is gonna be overload. You'll get like an alert every other minute. Not every other minute, but you know what I mean. I trade the 5 minutes personally. That's why I have it set there. Yeah, we might hit some choppiness, but then we might be able to break above it. Oh man, I think I need to go buy a standing desk, man. My back's starting to hurt lately. Oh, that's super interesting. So since we got the 1 hour alert, algo alert for the ES, and it just hit our take profit level, like the third take profit level, which acts as a resistance point, right? At 35.51, which is right here. It's starting to see a little reversal. And you can see the 1 hour charts for the ES. Take profit level 3 was at 35.51. It hit that, just went above just a little bit, and then started coming down. Started to get some support around 35, 38.50. Let's see if this can just be one of the minor pullbacks. This is a good sign when we're looking for a pullback, right? A little bit of undecisiveness before buyers can step in again. We see it happen multiple times. Like here, we got a nice little red doji candle, and then we get pump up. So let's see if we can continue this push. I mean, they say that there are indicators to help you out identify the chop, but you have to understand, like, any type of indicator will be lagging. Like, your best bet is your eyes for the chop. Like, just understanding how price is moving. Oh man, my back actually hurts for some reason today. You from playing basketball yesterday? Yeah, there's the ADX is one of them, and then there's a thing on TradingView. It's something called the chop zone itself. But like when I tried to test those things out, right? I realized like it would get me in after the chop already happened. So I was like, what good is that gonna do for me? Like you tell me, hey, the chop happened. Like yeah, like, I need to know when it's happening or right before it happens, not after it happened. I think Tradeovate has the ADX as well. Let me check. Uh, indicators. Forgot which one would it be under. The indicators. Let me just Google it real quick. ADX Tradeovate. You have the average true range that a lot of people use as well. They say that when the average true range is getting like lower and lower, you guys see a bit more chop. Is this it? I think this one's it, right? For Tradeovate. Average directional index. What is this? I didn't see it like this before. Interesting. I'm removing this from my chart. One second. Figure chart. One thing I do want to look at when I was just messing around here, right, was I don't know what TAS is. I think it's like somebody else's like custom stuff that you gotta pay for. Oh well. I mean, I'll do some research on the ADX. Let's see what it's about. Let's see if it can help us. But if it can avoid me the chop properly, I'll use it. I think I made myself clear on how much I hate the chop. Yeah, man, we just have to wait it out there. Small pullback. We can continue our push to the upside. My take profit is set at 35.62. I'm just gonna have, this is gonna be a long trade today. We didn't get that initial move, so we might consider to take it off at level 1 at 55, or we can consider to see 62 if we can get a nice push. As we wait for ES to push up, that's all we're doing right now, right? We're just following the algo play. We set our stop loss. Normally, I would like a nice clean push. Today, we had to give it that little room because we were going to face that chop, like I said. But those are going to be our targets. That's what we're waiting for today. I'm struggling here for a little bit. But I think throughout the day we should be able to get that push. Yeah, this was like a big move play, right? If I just wanted the 2 points, I could have just gotten out right here. But going for the big 12, 14 point play. Gotta ride out that little chop area. And if I could, let me know what you guys think about this design real quick. I want to, like, in the future, right? Once everything's launched and everything. I was thinking like maybe like creating a sticker based on this design and then just giving it out to people, like anybody that joins or anybody that wants a sticker for free so that they can have it. Like, what do you guys think about this design? I mean, I'll make it like full screen. So you can put on like your phone or your laptop or whatever. Like whoever wants it, I'll just ship it out to them for free. I was just thinking about this for the future. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think about this design, right? I mean, yeah, this would be kind of my logo as well, but like for the Instagram and YouTube, I have the little logo. But I think this would be more of as a sticker, like a formation of my logo as well. But it'd be a sticker that I just give out to people for free. Whoever signs up or whoever's part of the Discord, if they wanted it, I could just ship it to them as just like a little token or a little gift for being part of the team. I just want to know like how people like it, what they think about the overall design, if it's nice and neat, if it's appealing. And so you said make the enhanced trade center and then put the red and green on each side. I'll try that out, yeah. I mean, I'm open to suggestions, man. Like, this is all just trial and error at the moment for the stickers and all that stuff and the design stuff. But I appreciate your feedback. I mean, right now I have some time on my hands because I just gotta wait for this chop to finish and then Wait for its move to continue. Yeah, man, I said it was gonna get choppy before, and it's just getting choppy right now. But our long-term trend is still to the upside, right? We're still pushing up and up and up. And even in the 1 hour charts, we have that little confirmation that, hey, this could have just been a pullback. Once we break above that high right here, around 52.75, that's when we can have a little bit more confirmation that we're trying to push higher. So we'll get that little chop for now, but then I think after that, we'll be able to push up. The 291 bounce for the NQ? Let me see. And 91's over here, right around that previous jump up. We'll see. We're just in that chop right now. We just gotta, since we got in that trade, we gotta kind of just wait it out for the moment. Went right through that 91. Thing 84. Broke right through that 84. I'll probably come down here and then bounce off again. Got that 48. Yeah, at the moment the momentum kind of sucks. I was just taking it out of break even, to be honest, and then just waiting for the chop and then re-enter it later. But let's see. So Enzo, was this the design that you were talking about? Had like the red and green on the sides and enhanced trades in the center? Let me know if this is what you meant. I'll play around with it. A little chop, 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 chop. But I feel like if I take it out for break even right there, then it's gonna end up just going through. That's why I have to hold it. Yeah, man, I'll definitely reach out. Don't worry. And probably later today, I'll reach out to you. Ask you some questions. But I made a nice play off of our resistance level to the tick, reversed. Now it's just jumping back and forth. Come on. This might be a very long trade today. I'm assuming the way the market's moving and how we normally pump up, we will chop around for another like 15-20 minutes possibly, and then we'll break out then. We're getting that heavy push right now, but we are still considered in the chop zone. We just need to exhaust the sellers and then finally step in. You guys know I like to be in for quick trades. Today just happens to be the trade day where we have to be super patient, just wait it out. Getting some buyers to step in. Oh man, do I hate the chop? I see if at 11:30 we might get some stock alerts. So I can swing trade those. And a quick question: do any of you guys trade options at all? Even a little bit? Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, investing like Buffett's always a good way of long-term wealth building. Because if you hold for the long term, stocks are always supposed to go up, right? Um, but yeah, big blue chips always have some good value, especially if you've been buying Apple for the past couple of years. I was just curious to see how many people are trading options because I know that's been growing a lot, even for a lot of new people, right? It's becoming very popular because they're drawn into the fact that oh, you can try to make money quickly, and they advertise it like that, but then they don't advertise the fact that you can lose money quickly as well. I think that's where a lot of people struggle. Guys, this trade is starting to work against us. Not good. Because I do trade options lightly. I don't go heavy on them. Buy one contract if I do, just because to test stuff out. I used to do more before, but don't really like them too much. I understand that you can make some good money with them, but it's also like instant reversal and you're down everything, right? Stocks, not the case. That's why I like them better. Futures, also really good. Yeah, Harry, that alert came at 10:20, at like 10:30 or 10:25. That's when I entered. Remember? 35.48. That's where I entered. Crossed up, but it hit our resistance level and then popped right back down. But NQ's hitting that resistance level too, so we might get that nice little reversal here, especially because we have the 200 EMA as well. High volume node of the day down here as well. You sell puts and do the wheel strategy? I don't know what the wheel strategy is, man. Do you mind explaining what the wheel strategy is? Oh, sell puts, get assigned, sell call. Okay. Do you trade options for all stocks, Dragon, or are you just trading for, the blue chips and the big tech stocks like Tesla, Apple, Facebook, Netflix, Amazon? I know their options do really well, as well as like SPY options are nice, they're more stable. But I'm thinking of getting back into options a bit more. Just play on the 15-minute time frames, just wait for like a little breakout or like the signal from the algo, and then just go for quick plays. Let's see if some buyers can step in here. Because we're still holding pretty nicely at the moment. Still go along. And like the overall big trend, right? Still pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. I understand that this was like an all-time high area. Finally making that big push that we were looking for. NQ is still pretty weak in the 1 minute charts. That's the only concern I have. And the 5 minute charts, to be honest. Not too strong. So if the next two candles can break above like 35, 48, 25, 38, 50 in the next two candles, I'd have some more confidence in holding. But if it can't, then might have to plan my exit strategy real quick. Because I know it's chop, but like this is like kind of annoying chop. Well, what chop isn't annoying, right? Seven points on the ES or 7 points on the NQ? Because those are two different things, right? Because NQ, a point moves very quickly. ES, a point sometimes takes a while. NQ, okay, 7 points, okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, ES requires a bit more patience sometimes. It's just the way it is. But NQ, if you're scalping for like 3 points, you're good. But the only thing with NQ is like sometimes it pulls back really quick. Like, trust me, right now, I kind of just want to take a nap right now because it's just like, gotta wait for a while. Getting that big push down again. I'm getting close to our stop here. Very close. Stops at 38. I really wanted to give us that full pressure at the 200 EMA, make that full reversal to the upside. Because the formation right now, oh yeah, we'll wait this one out. But have I ever tested the Algo? What happens if you trade every alert? If you're trading every alert in the higher time frames, you're gonna be successful. But with the lower time frames, like the 5 minute and the 1 minute, there's a lot more alerts. That's why you gotta be careful. That's why when I did the back testing, I did it for the sessions that I would be trading, the morning session, and entering only trades that came up in the morning, and they have been profitable as well. Just trading the 1 or 2 contracts on ES just in the morning sessions, right?
Stop filled.
This we got filled. Sucks to suck right now, but it's whatever. We'll get it back. There's always gonna be another move that'll make up for it and then some. But yeah, going back to the back testing for the ES, tested it out, calculated everything. It's very profitable if you just trade the morning alerts. Obviously today took that bigger dip, but the overall results, because I did a recent back test as well, just for the month of August, the month of July, and the month of June. They were all profitable, about 3K plus profit per month, just trading 1 or 2 contracts. And that too is only going not waiting for all the moves, right? Just taking it off quickly. Enzo, you're talking about focusing on the ES or focusing on the ES? Sorry, focus on ES or the NQ? NQ, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, even if you just played the quick bounces off of each level, if you want a quick 3 points off each level, you could easily get that. Let's see if we can go down to the 1 minute. Where'd my levels go? Like say you start trading at 9:30 on the dot, right? You go for each level. You always have those quick pullbacks right there. and bounces off that level to the downside, hits, climbs up 5 points. There's always those quick plays. Yeah, today was a pretty big hit for us. Yeah, today was a pretty big hit for us. I wish Top Step let me swing some stuff. Like, I would love that. Once we get those like 1 hour alerts and just hold those, oh man, even one contract on the ES, right? If you're going with like for 40 points every time, right? Like, think about it. Because like the average swing trade, 2 to 3 days, 40 times. Oh, it's 50, right? 2,000 every 3 days or something. Can I show the tool to draw a volume profile of a trend? Yeah, here, let me just get a brand new chart, that way I can make it nice and neat, because right now I'm out of this position. Just do ES. Go to 5-minute charts. Make this big, nice and easy for us today. Go to our indicators, sorry, volume profiles here. So if we just wanted to measure the volume of from this, let's just say from this point to this point, right? We'll start back here, and we just drag it to the current candle. By doing that, it'll automatically adjust to this just from here. It'll tell us the volume profile just from this candle that we selected from 10:05. But if you wanted the volume profile just from 10:05 till 11:35, you can have it set to only show you the volume profile just for that. Yeah, it's super simple, and it's nothing complicated to draw that. All you have to do is extend it all the way. If you extend it all the way, we'll start measuring for the whole day and continue it. And I can pull this back till, say, 9:30, so it shows us the market, like the volume profile overall, right? High volume node of the day right here, but this volume histogram I already have up on my regular charts. Where did it go? Right here. Like you can see, high volume node, like 35, 39. We go back to this. Where is it saying? Yep, right around, yeah, 39. There you go. 35, 39. The one thing about the volume profile is that when you're doing it, it just draws out these nice lines for you, telling you high volume node for the day, low volume, what, value area high, value area low. all that good stuff. This is not our chart. This is our chart. What happened to our other ES chart? Put this back in 5 minutes. Yeah, this is just for the trend direction. So we pretty much got in right when it was changing directions, but it worked against us. Tick charts were pretty nice today. For the Heikinashi smooth, let me pull it up, I can show you. So time period's 5 minutes, and then I was testing out the 35 candles just because that's what you guys recommended, just to check it out. 35 period works pretty well, not gonna lie. Nice clean trend.
One page.
Mm-hmm.
3 pages.
Yeah, printed one. And do?
Yeah.
You know I'm on live stream, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can use the Renko with the Haikunashi smoothed, but I feel like it's very delayed. Like the Renko, the only issue with the Renko, right, is that it'll pop up but then disappear as well as price moves. And by the time it confirms, you kind of just pretty much missed a big move already. Renko is more for just, if you're doing long-term investing, just buy and hold type situations. It's very easy to understand your trends, and that's what you can use Renko for. But normally I think it's just better to use your regular candlesticks or your Haikunashi if you want to catch those bigger moves. But Renko, if you're like really swinging them hard, then yeah, I can see them being useful. But making that nice little move right now. Might potentially. This might be the move that breaks us out of the chop. Because we did take that little dip, we exited that chop zone area essentially. But I don't know. Let's see. Delta's moving up again. NQ's delta broke through right there. Let's see if we can sustain sustain it. Tesla recovering. Let me check it out. I mean, Tesla did take a pretty big dip this morning, but I don't see anything that says it's still a small recovery. It can still continue its trend down.
Stop field.
So the NQ's delta broke above. ES still waiting, but we do have potential for the upside. That's why I got in. Let me check the 1 minute charts real quick. I don't want to get stuck in this. I might just have to end up getting out of this. Can we get that push? No.
Stop filled.
I'm just getting out of break even. That's what I should have done for the last trade too. I went back up here multiple times, but I didn't decide. I kept holding. I'm not trying to get caught. This seems to be just trying to push down at the moment. Sellers are piling up as well around here. So I might just stop trading the ES for now. Maybe I'll look for a play around like 330. That end of the day move that might happen. That's kind of been the case like for the past couple of weeks, where at the end of the day we're having that nice push. I really was expecting it to just continue upwards though. We'll see. Maybe today was just some bad luck, or it took us out. Might just keep continuing to the upside, but I think I'm gonna stop trading for now. Probably go get some lunch, and then I'll come back to my desk after that. But for now, I think I'm just gonna stop touching the ES because it just seems it's still in that little chop area. Yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow, guys, but I hope that you guys got some profits in today. Fortunately, that wasn't the case for me. I was holding for that big play. But again, better to have that. My risk was always measured, right? I took one contract, I did that, and then it was a risk that I can afford, I was comfortable with. That's why you don't see me like overreacting or anything because I lost. It happened. It was still a solid move. It looked great, but probably maybe on this move we might just push out completely. We'll have to see. But I'm gonna go grab lunch. I'll be back tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.